There's a Lime e-scooter just waiting for someone to take it out for a spin. And this is Eglinton Avenue West. But no, we are not in Toronto. We are in Mississauga. And this is an area I haven't been to in quite a while. And look at this, a multi-use trail alongside a major road. Seems quite appropriate for this area. And there have been a ton of new condos that popped up here in suburbia. And what brings me to this area is the mall across the street. That is Erin Mills Town Centre, and I have not been there in, I want to say, over 20 years. The iconic clock tower is long gone. Over on this side of the street, there's no trail, but there is a sidewalk and some people waiting for a bus. And they even have an IHOP here now. But hello there. Today is Monday, July 28th. It is exactly 6 p.m. and the temperature is a fairly hot 32 degrees Celsius. And I'm out here smack in the heart of suburbia. We're in the city of Mississauga. And I was making my way back to Toronto. I had to grab a car and head up to Niagara and make a trip up to, unfortunately, the hospital there just to visit a family member. And I thought it would be a bit of a shame if I didn't find a place to stop and make a video. That kind of thing I can't normally do from Toronto. And given that it was hot, I thought, let's hit a shopping mall. And there were a few candidates, one in Burlington, I think that's Mapleview, and Oakville Place I hadn't done yet. I've recorded Square One a few times, which is kind of the mother of all shopping malls. And that's not too far from this one. So we're gonna head in. I'm gonna explore around the mall. And I think hit the food court after that. It must be weird living in a condo in a neighborhood like this. There's some retail at the base of some of these condos, but it's not really a super walkable neighborhood. There's the mall straight ahead. I remember coming here right after it opened. And it had that iconic clock tower where that big glass dome is. And there was a wall of TVs hanging from the center of the mall. And a mini putt course I played several times. I remember going there for my friend's birthday right after it opened. And his dad, who took us, got whacked in the nuts when someone decided to kind of Happy Gilmore a shot. This mall opened, I think, in 1989. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 to 850,000 square feet or so. And where that Marshall's is, used to be a Sears. I remember I used to always park in front of the Sears for some reason and head in through there. Well, now it's a Marshall's. Also, there's a Hudson's Bay here, or there was. They lost them as an anchor tenant. But it gained a Walmart. We are entering through D. Oh, that nice shopping mall air conditioning. There was a movie theater here as well, and it closed, and I think a new one opened up. That repurposed space where Sears used to be. I always thought the layout of this mall was kind of stupid. The upper floor was in a star shape where each hall wouldn't connect to anything. You would just kind of go down it, turn around, and go back. There's a security guard. Shield my camera with my phone. Yeah, this used to be where the clock tower was. It's quite impressive what they've done. The security guard is looking at me. We're gonna spin this way. We'll come back and take another look. And that mini golf course used to be down below, but this is what I mean. You kind of walk down on one side and then walk back on the other. Usually malls are a series of connected figure eights. This mall was overhauled, I think, around 2013 to 2014. It was given a big renovation. I had it in my head that this was a Cadillac Fairview mall, but apparently they sold it. Cadillac Fairview operates the Eaton Center as well. We'll go back and take another look at that giant glass sphere. Presentation center for a seniors living center. Delicious dining steps away. All right, so this is just the Marshalls on the left, and what used to be a Sears there's the new movie theater. I think I saw the movie Crash here. Well, it wasn't at this one. There was another Cineplex movie theater. The original one here. New Bucks. I guess as I wander on each side, we'll focus on the stores that I missed. There's an H&M. So a lot of the usual suspects are here. There's another mall south of here. At least I think it's still there, called South Common Mall. It was a very small mall that had a discount Cineplex Odeon theater there. And there's the Sheridan Center, which is undergoing a transformation. Also on Erin Mills Town Centre. think this is where the movie theater used to be. Urban Planet and Old Navy. I bet they have a Christmas display down there. Throughout the holidays. But this is impressive. This is a 283-foot diameter glass sphere, boosting natural light and sight lines. Apparently they introduced an infinity fountain. That might be it down there. That's not super impressive. It's definitely got kind of a modern aesthetic to it. There's the Timmy's down there, a People's Jeweler. Joseph's, a hair salon. I used to go to Joseph's. There was one in Sherway Mall. Don't know what Lauhui is. Amber. This is the way to the Shuttered Bay. If you know what's happening with this Old Bay location, let me know down in the comments. They closed down in June, I think. Hey, there's a Spencer's. I think way back when there was an IT store here. And holy shit, is that a Sunrise Records? I went to Dixie Value Outlet Mall recently. A place where I used to pick up concert tickets at a Sunrise. The Sunrise left there. How many Sunrise record stores are there still in Ontario? I just asked Google. Oh, Spirit Halloween coming soon? Of course. Hey, Google didn't tell me. How many Sunrise Records are left in Ontario? As we look in an Old Bay store, soon to be converted to a Spirit Halloween. What else?
Sunrise Records has 30 locations in Ontario.
Oh, they have 30 locations left, so it's still somewhat alive and ticking. I think they really got into video games and DVDs at one point. And actual records. I hear someone say it's Spirit Halloween. It always bugged me how this upper floor was laid out. The Cavery. This place is pretty solid. There's one in the Eaton Centre. Danish coffee roasters. Alright, we got two more of these silly aisles to walk down. I honestly think it was more impressive when it first opened up. And I think the food court might be down that one. So let's go down this one. We'll come back and I'll hit that one I missed. There's the body shop. Pro Image Short Sports, T-shirt time. Oh, it looks like there's a playground down below. Carter's Oshkosh. Best Buy Express. Look into a Canadian Walmart. I've not shopped at one of those in a very long time. Let's go check out the food court. At least I think it's where the food court is. I can pre-scout my dinner. Playtime toys. Oh, look at that. A very French-looking crepe restaurant. Nutrition house. Sushi, there's a freshie here. A lids. Or a C-cord. Maybe since I'm here, I'll pause recording. I'll have my meal and then I'll get on to recording the next part of the video. Butter chicken. All I've had today was my breakfast smoothie and a muffin from the Timmy's. At the hospital. Oh, I think that's seating for a restaurant. A restaurant that is no longer there. I was about to say, it'd be nice to eat outside. And taking that view of the Mississauga City Center skyline. Off in the distance, there's the carcass of Hudson's Bay, one of their locations. Turtle Jacks. That's what was here. I remember Turtle Jacks. Where all those tall towers are off in the distance. That is where Square One is. Maybe it's still there. They got the patio set out. And there's menus on it. There's just nobody eating there. Yeah, it is still there. Guess it's not a patio kind of day. There's a Subway, Poulet Rouge, KFC, Taco Bell, New York fries. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna have dinner. I'll let you know what I ended up having, and then we will resume the rest of this mall tour. But not before we check it outside. There might not be a table out here. Well, how nice is this? And this answers the question why there was nobody eating outside at Turtle Jack's. It is gross out here. Look at that, a nice, whoops, pedestrian walkway. All right, I'm gonna go eat. Well, I weighed my options carefully, and I ended up going to the Bourbon Street Grill over there. I got the 2 veggie, 1 meat combo. So I've got noodles. I could have had rice or potatoes, spring rolls, the broccoli vegetable mix, and honey glazed chicken, and a Coke. And all that came to just over 18 bucks. So cheap it was not, but good, hopefully it shall be. And this is a very late lunch, early dinner. So I'll let you know how it was when I come back and resume recording and walk around the lower level of this mall. Meal consumed. And let's just check out what the lower floor has to offer. One of my favorite movies had some scenes filmed here at the old Cineplex Odeon. That was the Norm Macdonald masterpiece Dirty Work. And I'm trying to remember the other stuff filmed here. Hedwig and the Angry Inch, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and Manufacturing Consent are on the list of productions here. Implants, orthodontics, sedation. So I'm not sure how this bottom floor is laid out. I don't quite remember, but see if we can cover most of it. There's a store you don't often see in malls, Struck 2. My sofa is from Struck 2. There's one near where I live. They've got some pretty nice stuff. And this is a very large store. That chair, $349. It's known for being very reasonably priced. And what is this over here? Basketique? It's very unique and original stuff. Christmas in July sale.
Let me have my own time.
There's Turtle Jack's, Muskoka Grill. Good to see it's still alive and kicking. Oh, someone. They do have the J game on in there. So apparently, like a lot of malls in the GTA, they're hoping to develop the parking lot and have a bunch of condos spring up. That bodes well for these tenants, but it also means probably an increase in rent if foot traffic increases. Falcon Scooter. Oh, they have a 9-bot max. Welcome to Mississauga, where e-scooters are not forbidden on public roads. Must be nice. I'm a little bit envious of them for that. I messaged my friend while I was eating that I was at Erin Mills Town Centre, and he told me that, hey, they filmed dirty work there, or at least scenes of it. Then his next comment was, I always hated that stupid star layout. I was like, yep, that was one of the first things that came to my mind. I mentioned it early on in this video. There's that infinity fountain. There's an Aldo. All right, remember, or I guess I remembered it wrong. This bottom level is just as idiotic in terms of how it's laid out as the top level. I guess if I were clever, I could have came up with a layout where I go up and down the escalator at the end of each one of these aisles. Hudson's Bay now closed. So Spirit Halloween is moving in upstairs. City Nerd did a video on how they often fill old anchor spots. Remains to be seen how they'll develop this lower level. The mall seems to have a pretty healthy vacancy rate. There hasn't been too many empty storefronts. Foot Locker, a Miniso. Well, let's keep meandering. Around this place, call it Spring. I used to get my work shoes from there. Gas services. Here's what they call the infinity fountain. Kind of like an infinity swimming pool. Really just looks kind of like a pond. The fact that you can't clearly see water visibly running off of it kind of takes away from the effect, but you gotta love the natural light this is letting in. I don't mean to be too negative on this place. I guess I just kind of had fond memories of some of the elements that have been ripped out. It's down this way, a bulk barn, a Scotia Bank, a place called King Corn, and a Watchworks. What store is that? Oh, garage. Beyond Rose, which is kind of like a Canadian. What's the name of that store? Victoria's Secret. There's also La Sanza. We're so happy you're here, are you? All I did was walk around recording it, complaining about some things. Yes, I stopped into the food court. This area has a very incomplete feel to it. Rag stop. And here is Cineplex Junction. There's some public washrooms. What's playing tonight? The Fantastic Four, Superman, and How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, this is cool. Claw machine. Oh, look at that. Oh, they got this nice bar area. The world's most oversaturated display. And that is a home run. No. Is that 3-0? Solo home run? Come on, Jays. It's only the bottom of the second at least. Oh, Jurassic World and F1 the movie are also playing. Got those neat make your own drink Coke machines. Look at all these claw machines. Where's the bubble hockey? Skee-ball is cool. They got Pop-A-Shot.
Is that your camera?
Yeah?
Does it print out photos?
Nope. Nope. One ball per machine? Some of those only have two. Hey, they got a punching bag. That punching bag alone gives that place an A+ rating. What is really nice about this mall is just how much natural light gets in. It is very pleasant on the eyes, even on the bottom floor. This silly layout is making this video take probably twice as long as it should. And I parked at D. But that's my problem to worry about. Get some fairy floss. Is this it? Is this the last one? They got a Blue Notes. Oh, here's that crepe place. I love the Parisian vibes. That girl in the arcade asked if my camera printed photos, and she asked if I was streaming. Le Chateau or Le Crapaud. So Fairweather. And a Kitchen Stuff Plus. And on that side, a Mindshare workshop. And I'm sure this is a highlight for a lot of little ones. Kidsapia. It's basically a big playground for little ones. City looks. All right, I think this is it. No, I walked up here, didn't I? I honestly can't remember. Yeah, this leads us up to the food court. Oh, my mind must be fried. But on that note, that's about it for Erin Mills Town Centre. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and comments, or reading them rather, down below, and your memories and experiences of this mall. I shared some of mine on this video. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below should you wish to say thanks that way. Alternatively, there's links to a Bitcoin and Ethereum address if you want to send a little tip through cryptocurrency. All the kids are doing it these days. But anyways, from a very, very different Erin Mills Town Centre. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!